Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman here with the Strat-O-Matic Network.
Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman here with the Strat-O-Matic Network.
And I'm doing something a little different tonight. I'm doing something that I call Strat-O-Matic Chat. And then I add to it setup for Blue Jays at Yankees. It'll be Ryu for Toronto and Cole for New York Yankees. And that is for April 1 opening day. Still opening day here on the Strat-O-Matic 2021 replay. And I thought this might be an opportunity for people to come onto the live chat, talk about Strat-O-Matic, talk about things, talk about what we're appreciative of. I have over here 3 of my very important tools. These 2 are jelly beans. They are jelly belly beans. And I've saved them for the Kathy Harden and Company. Harden and Company, who are so appreciated for the trivia. Anyone who gets a question right gets a red one. If you ask a great question, sometimes you get a red one. If you want a red one, just ask for it. I'll give you a red one. This is an alternative. It's for Joel Horland, who prefers orange. And it's for any other context in which I believe that someone is deserving of an orange rather than a red. This item is one of the pegs that comes with Strat-O-Matic, and I figured use it or lose it. Put it to use. I don't do base runners, but I sure as hell could benefit from putting that thing down when I'm bringing the infield in. I could do another one where you're holding the runner, but I put H for that. Oh, that is very tasty. That tastes just so good. Oh, Lord, help me, God. How sweet it is. That's good. So the plan, I don't know what happened to my atmosphere. Oh yeah. It's just a little bit out of kilter here. Here we go. This should help. And I'll bring in something else for you to help lighten the mood. See if anybody wants to chat about anything. I want to take this opportunity to say how appreciative I am of all of you who have participated in the live chat, however you do. Of course, those of you who haven't, I appreciate you being here, but I don't know of you. But I know that you're out there, those of you who have not done in the live chat or at least replied to comments. Very appreciative. And what I've done here is I've put together a group of some of my favorite people on Strat-O-Matic and done this broadcast. Again, this broadcast is a little different than what I usually do. I kind of like the idea of it. This broadcast is called Strat-O-Matic Chat. Ampersand, set up for Blue Jays at Yanks for April 1 opening day Strat-O-Matic 1921 replay. But the setup, what I do is both teams. We have a system of redundancy here. And here's how I set this up. First of a 3-game series, April 1, 2021. Here's our checkbox to make sure we input the stats. And the first thing we put is Toronto at New York, and then we put this up here. I then put the starting pitchers. It will be Ryu for Toronto and Garrett Cole for the New York Yankees. And then at that point, we go through the task of finding the players. The good news is I played an exhibition game with these New York Yankees. It was intra-squad, and Team A beat Team B pretty handily. But I don't think it's going to be... And the answer to Bob's question, I'm going to put it in text. The answer is yes. And I realized that completing these replays, these 3 of them, it's like juggling. I'm doing fine handling too. I do want people to understand that I will most likely tend to shift for extended periods. So I may go to 62 and play for a week or a couple weeks of real time. Like 15, 20 games. Then I'll shift to another season. And I think people are going to like it. Now, my task today, I'm glad you like it, Bob. And I have things pretty much set up here. We just go click our Strat-O-Matic file, our master Strat-O-Matic file. And as you can see, we have all of our replays in folders. We have 1911, which is currently indefinitely suspended. Unfortunately, some of them don't survive, or some of them don't stay active. Then 1962, which is active. And of course, we have the standings. If you want, I'll show you. These standings are absolutely up to date. This way, by putting the date, we know when I started it. This is 1962 replay. We're on May 1 now. The Twins have just been unbelievable. 16 of their first 18 games, they have won, and already off to a 5-5 start when, Detroit, Baltimore, Boston are doing fine. They're doing okay. And the Yankees started off slow. In the first 5 games, they were just off. And then they came back, but they have not been able to get over 500 yet, and they just have. You know the Yankees, they're 7 out, but they're gonna probably win this pennant. Wait till the Twins start losing, because everybody loses. In this file, we also have individual leaders. You might be interested in that. This is through April, through all games of April. I think it speaks for itself. I don't need to read it to you if you can see it, but I think the big surprise is Julio Gotay of St. Louis is hitting a 345. Frank Thomas, 333. Felix Mantilla, 321. So that's very interesting. Mays leads all of baseball with 10 home runs. That's through April. Willie Davis, 20 runs batted in. Banks has 8 home runs. Okay, I'm not going to go. Perky is 4-1. What I'll do is I'll show you the American League. And then we'll go. This was the biggest surprise. Chuck Hinton of the Senators, 435 average, qualifies with enough at bats, really plate appearances. And Johnson, Bob Johnson, the shortstop for the Senators, 415. Maris, 381. K-Line, you know, Landis is a huge surprise, 357. He hit something like 218 or something. You have other surprises. Hauser's hitting great. Maris, 8 home runs. Allison still leading with 17 runs batted in. Cotta's 4-0. Terry 4-1. And that's it. I thought I would show that to you to let you know that this is really happening. Now, just going back to the main thing that I was doing, which is showing you the years. I have 64, which, like 1911, is suspended. I have 69, which is completed. 72 football, which is suspended. I purchased the game. I'll get back to that if I remember. 21 baseball active, 24 baseball coming, and the files are already set. Templates I have created. I think I'm going to know even more players on, I already have the standing set up. I just saved the template for 2021. So I'm looking forward to the 2021 set. Getting back to the football, you'll see here, I have an active library of Strat-O-Matic games. I thought I would share this with you all. Okay, there it is on a table. Okay, glass top table on this black, painted black base of wood. And we have 3 games here. We have the 72 football. Again, it's suspended. I can't deal with it. Okay, I just can't deal with it. Over here is 62, and this is 21, our only 2 active. As far as the other sets, I have a special cabinet here. It's called SOM. It's in the SOM. It's Strat-O-Matic, and it's exclusively devoted to Strat-O-Matic. Here I have my score pads. This is good for at least a year and a quarter if I play 2 games a day, and I'd really like to cut back to 1 game a day based on my stamina, my health, and just the way I want things to go. Here are score sheets saved for various things. They're separated. And then here we have 3 sets. God damn it. Christ. Anyway, oh shit. What the fuck? Excuse my language. Figures when I'm trying to do this for you. I have basically these 3 sets. I could tell by the height which they are. 1911. I believe this is 64, and this would be 69. Plus the 64 looks less worn. Yes, it is. And 64 is a pretty good year. I should revisit that. Here's I've retired these, see these pitchers hitting cards when I got the new sets. So I keep them here. And then I have various things here, which I keep right here. Okay. Now, amongst the things that I have here are 2 pristine, brand new copies, 2 of instructions. Just hold on a sec. Now you're looking at my basic setup. This is Studio B in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. This is where it all happens. This is where the magic is created. And this is basically where I sit when I go to play a ball game. Yeah, well, listen, it's Craig Scarborough is here. Welcome, Craig. And this is basically it. You won't see me doing anything illegal. Just having fun, playing Strat-O-Matic on YouTube, following community guidelines. Of course, you can talk in code. Uh, you can help others read between the lines. But this is me. This is my Strat-O-Matic setup. I've shown you back over here. It's blocked off right now, but I've shown you the little setup I have. And actually, it's a pretty good setup. There we go. I think that's the ticket there. Perfect. And there you go. I can just point to it right there. There's the Strat-O-Matic setup we have. I have some items that I keep, and I keep them. Oh, welcome to Craig Scarborough, our newest member. Oh, isn't that something? Welcome. Our newest member. Craig Scarborough. And we thank you very much. Thank you, Craig. Oh, no-brainer indeed. You know, I like that metaphor. You live outside Orlando. Yeah, thank you very much. I got the gist. That's awesome. That's absolutely awesome. I'm in Fort Lauderdale, and in particular Victoria Park, which is an unincorporated neighborhood, if you will. It's almost like a little town. Okay? And you probably know of it. Now I'm going to do something a little unconventional. I have here in my hand, because I made this part of tonight's chat. If you have questions, if you have comments, I have the 2021 New York Yankees in my hand right here. And it just so happens that the top card is Giancarlo Stanton. And I played with this team, and some of you were there. We had an exhibition game between Team A and Team B, and it got nasty. There were 2 hit by pitchers, I believe, or maybe 3. I don't remember. But you see, we're all devoted here to Strat-O-Matic. Cole is pitching. And that's the first thing I'm going to do is pull out Garrett Cole. Maybe he'll be in the top or the bottom. I'm going to go for the guess that he's in the bottom somewhere. Shit. Christ. Can't fucking find him. I'm gonna have to wet my hands and go through this again. It's Cole. I'm gonna pull up. I may not even set up anything. But I'm gonna make sure I find Cole. Garrett Cole. Let me just wet my whistle, wet my fingers. Oh. There he is. Okay, there's Garrett Cole. And we know we have the pitcher here. Might as well put him in the lineup. Oh wait, I'm so sorry, DH. What the hell am I doing? It's... There we have Garrett Cole here for the Yankees. And you know what? Wow, Dan Port, thank you, Dan Port. Thank you for that info. Hey everybody, Jeffrey Guterman. I'm here at the Strat-O-Matic network, and you might wonder, what is this blue thing right here? And the answer is, it's a moist sponge. We're just going to wait. We're going to sit on it. We're going to be grateful that we found Garrett Cole. I just wonder who leads off. DJ LeMahieu. I've heard it a million times. LeMahieu. DJ is in here. Definitely in here. I might as well just say out loud the names so that I can just find them. It's LeMahieu, Judge, Hicks, Stanton, Torres, Urshela, Sanchez, Bruce, and Frazier. Did I say Sanchez? Yep. I think it was a pretty good team. Here's Urshela. I'll just see who here. Stanton, I think Stanton's in the lineup. Yeah. Judge. I like when they bat him second. You know that? I think that's cool. Here's Gleyber Torres, and he's got the whole side here. I think there might be somebody who is elsewhere. And I might pass on figuring it out. Here's Clint Frazier. And I think Hicks is in the lineup. Yeah, he is. That's awesome. I think I have just about everybody. Okay, here's DJ. Judge. Hicks. Giancarlo. Torres. Urshela. Sanchez. Whoa, Jay Bruce. Shit. Yeah, Jay Bruce, I gotta find out where he is. I hate to do that right now. Look at that. 2021 was his last year, and he, unbelievable. He had 34 at bats. We're gonna put someone else in it first. Tell you what's going to be at first. If you're any Yankee fans or people who know about the Yankees, is that true? That Jay Bruce is some guy who had 34 at bats and he started? I'll use Rizzo. Okay? I'm going to use Rizzo, Anthony Rizzo. Oh wait, I need a first, yeah, Anthony Rizzo. And there are the Yankees lined up. What I'm going to do, I'm not going to be doing I will not be doing Toronto tonight. So we'll just keep Toronto right here. What I'm going to do for you all now is show you. Now, everybody has their own way with Strat-O-Matic, and there's no right way or wrong way. Unless you want to deviate from the rules, then I'll share the lineups with you in a minute. Oh, Dan Port, thank you. It does matter. It does matter. You see what happens with all of this? We'll replace Rizzo. We'll get someone else for first base. So you're telling me I want to see this. And hopefully we'll see him play on the Cubs. It's not pretty, but it's necessary. I won't put him with the Cubs until they call for him. I'm going to have to get another first baseman. It shouldn't be a problem. Bear with me. And Dan Port, kudos to you. God, do they have a lot of pitchers. Unbelievable how many pitchers there are. It's almost unbelievable. Well, until we get this sorted out, we're going to go with Mike Ford. Okay, we'll check for Voigt. This is a morning game. Rizzo was a Cub. Right. And you said, I think I took him out. Yeah. Let me see if there's nobody else for now. And here's Ford's card. I'm going to look one more time here, see if I missed anybody. I bet you I could probably put someone who's playing at first. There's a first baseman. No, Rizzo again. I want to see who plays first, say on April 2. It's funny, I'm getting a hiccup here on this one player, and we're going to do it right, or we're not going to do it at all. Wait a minute, Jay Bruce. I want to see something about Jay Bruce. Jay Bruce did play. He played first, and it's going to be Jay Bruce, and he's non-carded. Okay? And he's going to bat 7th. Okay, so that's going to be it. I'm going to go over the lineup for you all. And as I go over this lineup, I would suggest to you, this is just for the Yankees. We'll set up Toronto in the morning and then try to go on with the game. And but we're going to go through this lineup. It's the exact lineup with including Jay Bruce. Okay, Void is not there. But I found my man. And we'll go game by game. We'll just go game by game with this. I'm pulling out the old set of pitchers hitting cards because there's a friend in here. This friend right here, who will serve as a placeholder for Jay Bruce, and I will retrieve Jay Bruce from the Card Viewer app in the morning. I can't do it while I'm doing this. We just intuitively know that if you're broadcasting on YouTube and then you go off somewhere and do something, eventually your YouTube is going to go off. I am Jeffrey Guterman. I am in Studio B. Well, Craig Scarborough, if I may say Craig Scarborough, that I subscribe to the Card Viewer app for $5 and change a month. That's $60 a year. It's an investment. Right, and I shouldn't have done that, Dan Port. I'm reading the text now that Dan Port writes, Jeffrey knew it was Bruce on the opening day, just didn't have a card, was slotting in Rizzo instead, but we took him out when we learned that Rizzo is not with the club until July, and therefore we're going to go with Bruce. We're going to pull him tomorrow. And we're going to give him a nice little, I would put him ninth, but I'll let Clint Frazier, who hit 186, take the ninth spot. I'm going to go through this lineup. Yeah, the Card Viewer, you see, because I want to share something with you. And I'm going to share it right when I get back after my break, but I'm going to write it down here so that I remember it and take it out. I'll put it on this side. I want to share with you. I will be right back. 2 or 3 minutes. Well, what do we got here? What I wanted to tell you, and I have it written here, solution to a feeling, is a feeling I got when I was a kid and I played Strat-O-Matic back in 70, 71, 72, 73. And it was a feeling like I really didn't have the experience of the full team because you only got 20 cards per team. And if you got extra players, I don't remember if it was 2 or 4 more that you got. But that was essential. But even today, on today's standards, when you had a 24-man roster, and there were many times when you could not get the player who was used, there was no card viewer app, there was no internet, at least not worldwide. I think there were some intranets, such as in universities in the early 70s, and I don't know what year CompuServe started, but you know, CompuServe was a private commercial intranet. I'm going to go through this lineup and see if we can call it a night because I'm kind of dizzy. But let's try to remember all the positions on here. And I'll tell you now, the DH, I think is Giancarlo. Yes. So you have DJ LeMahieu leading off at second base. You have Aaron Judge batting second in right. In center field, you have Aaron Hicks. He hit 194. Okay. Then you have Giancarlo, the designated hitter. A 273 hitter, 35 blasts. Batting fifth and playing shortstop, Gleyber Torres. He's got some power. Batting sixth, Gio. And he will be playing third base. Gary Sanchez doing the catching. 204 hitter. Whoa. Jay Bruce at first, non-carded. Using the card viewer app. And Clint Frazier batting ninth in left field. So you got second, short, third, first. You got DH, you got right, center, and left with Frazier. So that'll be the team. We'll set up Toronto tomorrow. It'll be Garrett Cole. Amazing strikeout. A lot of pitchers. That I like. Okay? That I like. A lot of strikeouts per innings pitched for him. Craig Scarborough, the game is already posted on my landing page, by the way, and the start time is an early bird, 6 a.m. Eastern. That'll be 3 a.m. on the West Coast. If you're on the West Coast and you are an insomniac, or you are otherwise still up at 3 in the morning, and you're up for this game, by all means, come on. It's 6 a.m. I have early awakening. But I've been sleeping well the past day, believe it or not, along with a very, very restful nap of 40 minutes, which is pretty good. So anyway, I will let you all go. I want to appreciate you all being here. Oh, okay, Craig. Yeah, I think I've seen you. Yeah. I got some premieres coming up on the channel, which I'd like to make available to you. Before I leave for the evening. Absolutely. We have some premieres coming up. We have, for those of you who are sort of sentimental, on the 28th, President John F. Kennedy's address at West Point commencement. I think it was 62, it says. And then I have KLIF radio coverage of the assassination of Kennedy. It's like 9 hours long. And then a rebroadcast of Dave McNally's no-hitter. We have, it's not a premiere, but it's an upcoming live stream. Here's tomorrow's game. Yankees continued. Blue Jays and the Yanks. We have the interview with demos here. And we hope you'll like it. We hope you will attend it, watch it, and also participate in the live chat, including posting questions that you might have. We could throw them at baseball demos. I have my list already of questions, and they are, I have to admit, they're pretty good questions. So we'll look forward to that. I want to say to everybody, stay strong now. Stay well now. And I will catch you next time. Goodbye, Dan Port and Craig Scarborough. And good night to all of you in the Strat-O-Matic community. Take care, Jim. Take care, Jim.